Hi there gamers, it's the Immortal Adrian back again. Welcome to episode 4. We're doing Ark Survival Evolved and we're doing a complete walkthrough from the beginning for beginners. And what we're going to do now is we're going to craft a campfire. You can see we've got all the items we need. We're going to right click craft 1 and we'll wait for that to finish. And then we'll go to our inventory and here's our campfire. We're not going to put that in the slot, we're going to put this on the ground. So I'm going to right click that and place. It's now in front of us and you can just see it. You might not be able to see it because my guy's in the way. I'm going to use my scroll wheel to go to first person. So that's first person view, scroll in, zoom in, scroll out, third person view. Sometimes you need to scroll in. I'm going to place this fireplace up closer here, and then when it's green it's good, when it's red you can't place it, so we'll just left click and it's dropped. You can pick this up for the next 30 seconds. If you've put it in the wrong place you can just come up to it and click the E key and pick that up, but we're pretty happy with that. So if we hit the E key it opens the inventory. This is the inventory for the campfire, and we can put our wood in the campfire. We can put all our wood in the campfire and we can light the fire. And there's our campfire. And then we can just quickly hit the E key and the fire will go out. Now the extra bonus of a campfire, if we, instead of just hitting the E, if we hit the E it'll light the fire. But if we hold the E, it brings up this pie menu. We can light the fire or demolish or access the inventory. I've accessed the inventory just to show you that the 50 wood that I've had is now in here. There's 25 kilos. I can go to my stats or the structure. This is the campfire and this is me. And you can see that I'm dropped down to 32.2 kilos now because I've put all this wood in the campfire. That's one of the extra beauty of the campfire. It can store your excess wood until you need it. So we'll leave that in there for now, and we're going to have another look at our inventory and look at our crafting and see what we can get next. So we'll go up here to the engram points. We've got 15 points that we can spend. Firstly, we've got one XP point here that we can spend, and I'm going to put that on health again, because believe it or not it's really easy to get killed. If you go wandering around you'll get killed, and that's why I've stayed at the tip of this little peninsula here, because it's pretty safe. So we're up to level 5 now, so we can have any of these items according to how many engram points we want. The next most important thing we need are the clothing or the armour. Cloth pants 3 points, learn cloth pants. Cloth shirt 3 points, learn cloth shirt. We'll leave the water skin for now. We'll learn the cloth gloves, we'll learn the cloth boots, and we'll learn the cloth hat. And we've got 8 points left. So we'll go back now, close this, and step away from the fireplace a little bit, open our inventory and open our crafting, and we can see we now have a whole new set of selections. We can craft any of this stuff. So I'm going to craft a hat, right click, craft 1, and I can do this because I've got plenty of fibre. I've got 118 fibre. Going to craft a shirt, going to craft the pants, and now you can see they went black because I've gone through most of that fibre, but I've got what I needed. I've got a shirt. Now this is where you put your armour: head, torso, legs. Legs, pants. He's got his pants on. Shirt, torso. He's got his shirt on. Hat, head, obviously, there he is. Now, the other 2 items, the gloves and the boots, you can see they require hide. 4 hide for the gloves, 6 hide for the boots. Now, the hide we have to kill. I'm looking at you, Mr. Lystrosaurus or Lystrosaurus. we're going to have to take this guy out and skin him and use his hide. Now, he's a pretty easy target to begin with because they're very docile, they won't attack you, they make good pets, but at this stage of the game we need his hide. So we click the 4 button and this brings our spear out, and we go over near him and we left click and poke him again. Now I don't want him to go in the water, so I'm going to come around in front of him and poke him away from the water. Okay, he's dead now, and we can hit the E key and drag the body around. If it happened to go in the water, I'd pull it out. But I'm going to hit the 3 key and get our hatchet out and go near it, look at it, and then hold the left key. And we get the meat and the hide from the Lystrosaurus. He's done now. And if we look in our inventory, we've got raw meat and the all-important hide. It's raining and we're getting a bit cold. It's a good thing we had our clothes now, because otherwise we'd probably be freezing. The one good thing about rain is it fills your water, so while it's raining you don't get thirsty, so that's handy. So we've got a bit of hide now. Let's go back to our crafting, and we can make 1 set of gloves, and we can't make the boots now because we've probably used up all our fibre. We've only got 8 fibre left. The boots we need 25 fibre. So the fibre, we'll get rid of this hatchet, the fibre, if you remember, comes from these herbaceous plants. So we just stand next to the plant, or pretty much on top of the plant, and hold the E key, and he collects fibre and berries and seeds. So we'll come back to the beach, hit the I key, open crafting, and we now can craft the boots. Craft that, go over to the inventory while we're waiting for the boots to come. There's the boots. We'll take the gloves, put that on hands, there's his gloves, boots on his feet. And now, as well as being a little bit warmer, he's also got some protection. 10 points of armour for the hat, 10 for the shirt, 10 for the pants, 10 for the gloves and 10 for the boots. You can see down here, armour, 50 points. So we can take a bit more of a hit now. If we get attacked by anything, we're going to survive a little bit better. Now you've always got to keep your eye on the environment, because things sneak up behind you when you're not looking. Visibility's terrible at the moment, but we're not going anywhere. That green thing at the back, that's a loot drop. We'll talk about that later. They appear all over the place and you can get stuff from them, but we're not at that point yet. So where we are now is we're dressed, we've got a campfire. Now if we're getting too cold, we can light this fire, stand near it, and if you look down the bottom, our little snowflake disappeared because we're warm. If we go away from the campfire, snowflake appears. You're cold, it says it up the top. You should find somewhere warm. And near the campfire, we're warm. But the fact is, the snowflake is not enough to do any damage. Even though it's cold, that's alright. We can do anything we want and it's not a problem. But if that snowflake turns into an ice cube, then instead of being cold, we'll be freezing and we will start losing health. And if we keep freezing, we will freeze to death. So if you see that ice cube, you should either stand near a fire or go inside a building or even pull out your torch. So if I walk away carrying this torch, the snowflake doesn't appear. If I put the torch away, the snowflake appears. So this torch is affording me some warmth. So it's pretty straightforward. Fire keeps you warm, and at night it also gives you light. Now we need a little bit of food. Let's go back to our inventory. We can see our food is down to 66. We've got food in slot 9, so I'm going to hit the 9 key a few times, probably about 10 times, and fill that up. We got one more experience point. We've got 130 health. That'll do for now. I'm going to put another 1 point on our weight. Click that. and we're now level 6. So we've got 16 engram points, and that water skin is important. If you start walking away from the water, you get thirsty very quickly, and when you start wandering around, you have a water skin full of water and you can have a drink whenever you need one. We don't need that because we're, apart from the fact that it was raining, we're close to the water and we're not going to go for a walk yet. If we need a drink, we can just come over here and hit the E key and have a drink. He's full of water because it was just raining. So I'm going to end the episode there. Our food is almost full. A couple more bites of those berries and our food is full. One thing we'll do just before I sign off, this raw meat, don't eat raw meat. Let's cook it. Let's get rid of that. Torch, let's open the fireplace inventory. There's some charcoal and some wood. We're going to drag all this meat and put it into the campfire. That'll cook the meat. We can then eat the meat, and that's far more nutritious than the berries. And from now on, we're going to start killing animals, taking their meat and cooking the meat. So at this point, I'm going to sign out, end this episode. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen so far, you can put in a like or subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.